Well, hello everyone, it's Jem here. I hope you guys have had a wonderful Easter weekend with your friends and your family. It is currently Easter Sunday where I am, and I've had a wonderful weekend celebrating Jesus, friends, family, and I've also done a lot of music this past Easter weekend, especially in church. Now, I know for you church musicians, Easter time is quite busy. It's a time where you prepare for a lot of Easter decorations, presentations, a lot of music, maybe water baptisms, dances, and all sorts of stuff. And that is absolutely great. However, there are times in our services, and including big services, that things don't go 100% according to plan. So this video is my strategies on what to do when things don't go 100% according to plan. So today's Easter service in 2021 was very special because last year in 2020, we didn't have an Easter service at all due to the coronavirus pandemic. Good Friday for us was really awesome. It was nice to have church together again for an Easter Friday. Worship was awesome. Then after the Good Friday service, I stayed back and did a rehearsal with a team that's up on Sunday, which was the youth worship team. Now, rehearsal was great, musical arrangements and everything. The team was set and done for the upcoming Sunday. It was a small team. It only consisted of me on drums, a bass player, worship leader with guitar, keys and vocals, and another vocalist. So everything on Friday night went really smooth, went really well. We were pretty much set and ready to go for Sunday morning. However, this morning things took a turn in a way that we were not expecting. So on the way to sound check this morning, which was at 8:15 a.m, me and my sister were on the way to church because she was up for dancing and I was up obviously to play drums and go to sound check. And we get a call from our worship overseer that the worship leader who was meant to lead for this morning got into a bit of a car accident. Now what was going through my head was that worship was the least thing that I was concerned about. I was more concerned about my friend, his safety and his health and his well-being in that moment in time. But that also calls for last minute changes when it comes to the worship set and the team. So in that moment we were kind of scrambling on who to get and who to call to be up on the worship team for this morning, and thank God that it winded up turning out really well. So the bass player winded up going to playing guitar, the keys and singer winded up being the lead worship leader. My poor sister, who was only meant to be up dancing, winded up jumping up on piano today and playing piano, and God bless her, like she didn't know any of the songs and any of the arrangements. We had to call one of our more experienced bass players to come in and jump on last minute, and he was only able to come 5 minutes before service was about to start. And there wasn't meant to be an acoustic guitar player, but it just so happened that one of our guitar players who's in our worship team came to church early, and our worship overseer who helped fill in called him up and said, "Hey, do you want to jump on?" It winded up being a really cool full band. Now, the worship set and how the worship service was about to go was the least of my concern. I was just grateful that we were able to have an Easter service, and my main thought was that I'm just praying that people's lives will be changed through the message of the gospel that morning. However, because it was a last minute jumble up, there were a few things that we had to do last minute in order to get the set rolling. One of them was changing a few songs of the set list, and also we actually had to wing one brand new song that we've never done before during the water baptism time. And thank goodness that it was during the water baptism time, because if it was during the worship set, things may have taken a interesting turn. So the worship set went pretty well. Our 4 songs started off and ended pretty well. However, the one hiccup that we had was that final song that we did during the baptism. So the song that we did was Graves into Gardens by Elevation Worship. We didn't get any time to rehearse that song. We actually didn't rehearse that song on the Friday night either. So we pretty much just winged that song. Our worship overseer, he helped fill in. He never heard the song before, so before service and even during the service, he went to the back and was listening to the song to get familiar with the song. And the rest of the team, we've actually heard the song. We know the song, but we've never played it on our instruments, so didn't get to rehearse any of the structure. We didn't get to rehearse the chords or how the chords change. So when it came time to sing that song, God bless the team. So I'm on the drums keeping time. My sister starts off the song, and she actually starts the song with the bridge line. In reality, the song starts on the 1 chord and just holds it until it comes into the 6th chord into the next line. So while that's going on, she's actually playing in the wrong key as well, and the other musicians are also trying to play in a different key, and the singers are trying to figure out what key they're meant to sing in. So as I'm playing and as I'm hearing them sing, I'm going, oh no. So I stopped playing drums. I actually run from my drum cage and run to the stage to talk to the team. I tell them, hey, stop, let's rearrange this. So I tell the chords to the team, and then I sang to the singers what key they were meant to sing in, and it winded up turning great. So all in all, it wasn't too bad of a service. The service went great. People got baptized baptized, people got saved. It was really awesome. Now, growing up in church and being part of the worship team and playing with multiple different teams and even serving in other churches, I've had my fair share of hiccups and mishaps, and here are some strategies which I've learned which I've hoped that can help you out. First thing is to be able to communicate with your team. Having clear communication with your team, your bandmates, the worship leaders, and even the tech team on what changes you guys are going to make, what songs you're going to add or subtract is really important in helping you guys make the service happen when things don't go according to plan, because the service must go on. Number 2 is don't panic. Take a breather and know that everything's going to be alright. Knowing that you have trust in your team and the people around you, and knowing that you guys aren't working for yourselves but you guys are working together as one unit, saves a whole bunch of weight on your shoulders. You guys are a team, you guys are a family, so you guys do what teams and families do, is you guys lift each other up and help each other out. If it goes great, then great, and if it flops, then it flops, and you just got to move on. Another pointer to have is to be prepared for any kind of situation, no matter if you're ready or not. Now, I was prepared for any change to happen, whether it would have to change to an acoustic set or we just had to work with what we had. I may have had to get off the drums, maybe I've had to stay on the drums and forget a bass player or a guitar player, who knows, but I was just prepared for anything to make things keep going. You never know what's going to happen, so it's always good to be prepared and to be ready at any time. It's always good to have a plan A, but also a plan B, a plan C, a D, and E, and so forth. Now, in terms of a technical point of view, if your church has the ability to set up in-ear monitors, that is a huge help, because you can set up microphones to have a music director to be able to communicate with the team, and you can even set up a talkback microphone for the drummer so that you'll be able to communicate with the drummer and what's going on, what groove we're going on. You can also tell the team what key we're in, what counts we're going to do. So being able to just communicate on the fly with music director, microphone, and in-ear monitors is a huge help. However, if you guys don't have in-ear monitors, what you guys can do as a team is to prepare either beforehand or even during the service while things are going on. If you guys have any time, have a listen to the songs that you guys are doing with, work out the songs, work out the song structures, the chords, the changes, the counts, and all that, etc. And that helps a lot. And one more thing is, if you guys are going to lead a song that you guys have never done before and you guys never got to rehearse it, if you're going to lead that song, lead it with keyword confidence. Having confidence in your songs, your abilities, and even your stage presence really helps a lot. It helps the team, it even helps the congregation to engage in worship and not feel like it's awkward or it doesn't feel like you guys weren't prepared for that moment. We try our best to make things as smooth as possible. The keyword is as possible, but things don't always go according to plan. So it's totally okay. Know that when you're doing a church service, it's not about us, but it's about serving others and serving God. Things happen, it's totally okay. So just have fun in the moment and move on and find ways to improve. So I hope this helped you out, and you guys have an awesome rest of the week. Peace out.